Hey, welcome back to All in Focus. My name is Manny with my co-host Mark Esposito of Espo Productions. What's up, my brother?
How are we? How we doing?
Doing
Happy
good.
January, right?
See this hat I'm wearing?
I do. Why are you wearing
Denver
it?
Broncos,
Any particular
baby.
reason, right?
Well, did you watch the game at all? Probably not.
I saw some of it,
Saw
actually.
some of it?
Well, I think, which game did I watch? It was it Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo and
Bill?
Denver.
Yeah, that's the one I watched.
Yeah, so I was at my house. We're watching the game. We're all excited. Had some
Yeah.
people over, got food, everything. Been a Broncos fan since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
what a game, to play against Josh. I love Josh Allen, by the way. I think Josh Allen's a stand-up guy. He's their QB.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix has been like the story. Social media. I mean, I wish if you just probably hashtag Bo Nix, we'll probably get weddings.
Hot.
We'll put in our weddings.
Yeah.
Bo Nix weddings.
Throw him in there.
I think we might get attention, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm serious
I mean,
because he is all over the internet. So what happens
he's
is
hot.
like one of the second and the third last play of this whole game, he goes down on a knee, breaks his ankle, a bone in his ankle, and he's out for this season.
That's pretty
For
horrible.
the season.
Yeah.
And they advanced to the AFC Championship game.
Wow. Good for
Which,
them.
how sad for a guy that's played in college his whole life, never missed a game, I don't think.
Yeah.
Played all these awesome colleges and gets to the NFL, sophomore year in the NFL,
Yeah.
and he breaks his ankle.
I mean, he'll be rooting for his team, but
Oh, yeah.
he'll be hurting. He'll
Yeah.
be like, should be there.
And so we got the backup quarterback coming in, who's actually pretty good, Jarrett, and
All right.
I can't wait for
Yeah,
Sunday.
they seem
man.
to be doing.
Don't call me on Sunday.
They might be. Yeah, right. Sundays, leave us alone. Right.
Yeah,
Leave us
Sunday.
alone.
Sunday's a Sabbath day.
Right, yeah, Sabbath for football.
Yeah, that's right.
We
Right,
should,
right.
What do we call it? Fabith. Sound like Mike
Yeah.
Tyson. Fabith.
But yeah, so I'm pretty excited as a Bronco fan. If you're a Bronco fan out there, give us a little hello. Say what's up. What's new with you?
Not much, other than I'm excited. Sony, they came out with the new A7 IV.
Did you get it?
I might have. I
No
said,
way.
you know what? I said, I heard. Did I wish it was a little more exciting? Yes, I did. I was hoping for some. I love the specs that are in it. I don't know. I guess I was waiting for a bigger wow. But you know what? After maybe I just kind of made that up in my head. Maybe I amped it up too much myself. So I was like, am I a little disappointed by this? But then I was reading the videos and watching everything. I said, you know what? Nah, I gotta get it. So I have my A7 V coming.
Nice.
It's on its way. I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, I think I want to have it before that March wedding.
That's
we have
exactly
coming
why I
up. We
bought
have
it,
a
because-
really awesome wedding coming up in March.
Yes.
Want to talk about that?
Shall we?
I think
You want
we
to
should.
do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Lead
Well,
into it.
so you wake up in the morning, you brew your coffee, and you turn on your local news, Fox 5, right? We have Rosanna Scotto, a good friend, and
Good
you
day,
know,
New York.
Good Day New York, and we've worked with them and doing the restaurant stuff, but
Yeah, Fresco
Her
Boscato.
son,
Her son
right.
LJ and Mia are getting married in March.
your son LJ and me.
LJ and Mia.
Oh, me! I said what?
LJ
I said plot twist, everybody.
Well, that would be grammatically incorrect. It would be LJ and I.
That's right. I see what
LJ
you
and
did.
Mia. That's our couple for our
Yes.
March wedding. But
And
it's going to be at
fortunate,
St.
yeah.
Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan, which is going to
Yeah.
be sick.
Originally, it was Cardinal Dolan doing it too.
Yeah,
huh?
originally it was, and then he retires.
Can I say that's badass, or does that not blend or mend
no,
well
it's
with the church?
He's a badass.
He is a badass. Like, you all right?
Everyone knows him.
Can he be like badass as a
Yeah.
what is he? The main guy? What do you say? Like the priest? Whatever. He's
Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Cardinal. So yeah, that's gonna be an
Cardinal.
exciting wedding.
Yes.
Sitting in the city for a while, and we got the A team on for that one.
Dude, this is gonna be like the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the crew on it. So
Yeah,
we got the best of the best, and
And Mia and
rest.
LJ are just like the
she's so sweet.
So
she's so
awesome.
sweet. He's so cool. The whole family.
and mom is great. I can't wait
Excited
to
to
party
see
with
it.
Rosanna Scotto. We're gonna love it.
Who knows who else will be there too? It's gonna be exciting, and I'm so thrilled for us and them. Like it's just the whole thing's like wow. It's kind of like a dream. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
We'll be
That
hanging out
rhymes.
with Jenna.
Dream, you know what I
Jenna
mean?
won't be,
she's
at
cool.
the restaurant. She'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
partying with us. That's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
fun.
Yeah, they need a break.
Their
They're
whole
always
family's
working.
awesome. Yeah, they do need a break. That's gonna be good for them.
So that's why we got new equipment on deck. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then I bought some more. I got these new little Tascam, new to me. The Tascam, the DRL 10 Pros. So they sound really beautiful, and I mic people up now. And compared to what I used to have, it's just you're always evolving your business. You always see new stuff come out, and you're like, all right, let me buy this. Put it on the Amazon credit card. Amazon sponsor us, but
Right.
5% back on everything. But
No, it's good. That's good.
yeah, man.
So what else are you getting with the Sony? Any new lenses or anything like that?
No
or just the
lenses
body?
yet. I gotta. You know what I gotta do? My favorite one, my 35 to 150. I have to clean that up. I
Tamron?
use the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Best lens.
It is the best,
It's
and
a great all around lens.
people are like, wow, you really use that lens, huh? I'm like, how can you tell? And it's just like, good wear and tear.
Yeah.
But you can go to your local camera spot and they'll clean it up for you, or you can send it back to Tamron or whatever. But Yeah, you know, I need to spruce up my stuff. This is like, we're getting ready for some spring cleaning, you know what I mean? It's, well, January now, but eventually it'll be here. So, you know, I want to make sure I'm ready, prepared, and on deck. I'll have 3 bodies. I got, you know, we're cooking. We're cooking here.
Speaking of January, we did a wedding right after New Year's, January 2nd, down at Clark's Landing, which
Oh,
was
that's
which
right.
was awesome.
Yeah, Clark's Landing was great.
Freezing, absolutely bitter cold, but Megan and Rocco were awesome couple.
couple.
They handled that weather better than I did, I think. I hate the cold.
Well, it was cool to see the wedding through your perspective, if you catch my
Oh,
drift.
the Metas.
With the metas.
Yeah,
I've
thank
been
God.
seeing you post.
Yeah,
like,
my
some-
second shooter, Brandon, he was there for me, and for some reason I couldn't. My own metas weren't connecting. I don't know. I had some connectivity issues, but Brandon had it, and which
he had
was
him
great.
too?
Yeah, he had him on.
Oh, no
yeah.
kidding.
Oh yeah, no, all the BTS footage from that was from him,
Wow.
and yeah, it really captured like what we do, and I'm starting to do that more now.
Yeah.
In 2026, you guys are going to see a lot more of Mark and I in action, doing our thing, especially come March with that
Here we
New
come.
York wedding. We're going to really like.
You have to.
She's
We have
having.
to.
She has her own social media content creator. She's an influencer herself.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be off the charts. I can't.
It's crucial nowadays. You know what I mean? It really is. I mean, we already knew that, but, you know, sometimes you can get kind of lost in the sauce with other stuff. I mean, you know, running a business is like, you know, it's just like, can you manage a target by yourself? Every department, every little nitty gritty thing behind the scenes, behind closed doors, you know? So that's why I always take January for to really like spruce some stuff up.
Yes.
Kind of like my website. If you guys go on espoproductions.net, you will see a brand new
website.
Beautiful
it's amazing.
website.
Great job, by the
chef's
way.
kiss.
It's
right?
awesome. I really love it. Very modern feel.
Yes.
It flows nicely. I
Right.
like the black and white. Of course, I love the homepage is the NYC photo that you
love
and I
it.
were in.
We
the
were
city
there.
that day. Yeah,
that was that was
amazing.
that job, and we were playing
Yep.
around. We did an engagement shoot up there, so book us for your engagement shoot.
That's right.
And
Little plug there.
little plug. And yeah, we were up there, and they were like with the couple. We were like, "All right, see you guys later." And they're like, "Oh, we're holding the elevator for no, just go. We're good.
Yeah.
We're gonna go hang out up here on the
Right,
observation
right. See you
deck of
later.
Rockefeller Center.
Right.
You guys go ahead, go for a nice
What
little
a
lunch.
picture
You just got
took of that
engaged.
Empire State Building. That was
That was a good shot. I know. I gotta tag them in.
And there's
they
a ton of
repost
photos
my
of
one
the
picture
Empire
for
State
Christmas.
Building, right?
Yeah.
There's a ton of those pictures out there. The New York City skyline.
You always gotta be a little different,
That
right?
exactly. You made that one.
I was no Photoshop. I'll tell you, it was no Photoshop.
Oh,
There was
I
some.
watched you take it. It
There was
awesome.
some live action Photoshop happening there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I made that new website.
Yes. Yeah. Check it out.
Getting ourselves out there a little
Right.
bit more. I mean, I've been shooting weddings for so long, and sometimes I feel like, you know, people don't know us, and it's probably my fault. We got to get out there a little bit more and put ourselves out there, and we have a lot coming up.
Well, hear me out.
Yeah.
Here's a little good observation here. Think about this. We just said the Empire State Building, right? There's a whole new bunch of buildings going up in New York,
Yeah.
even possibly surpassing the height, I guess the roof height, whatever. But you know what, though? The Empire State Building always stands out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to
Always.
do in a world of
Yeah.
this, you know, talent and all that stuff.
So many photographer, videographers, social content creators, and they all, listen, everybody has their niche, right? And everybody
Right.
does their thing.
We have to be the Empire State Building.
We have to be the Empire State Building. And we have the talent. We're there.
yeah, right?
Right.
We need
Yeah.
King Kong to show up. We got to do a King Kong wedding.
Right.
We'll be the Empire State Building.
Right. And speaking of that, like getting back to that Clark's Landing wedding real
Yes.
quick.
Let's go back.
Just going back to that and putting out there how we create these shots and how we did it. Sal Sincata is an amazing photographer, wedding photographer, instructor. He's been in the business for years, and he even said too, like, take January, take these months that you're
Yeah,
off
sharpen.
to like sharpen your skills and you know, and rebrand if you need, not rebrand, but get your branding to where it is, right?
right. Iron sharpens iron, man. And
A few weeks ago, I took a course, 3-hour Zoom with
Ooh.
Ahonia Cater. She's in Dubai.
Was
Maybe
it one-on-one?
some of you- No. It was
Oh.
probably about, I don't know, over 1,000 or more people had zoomed in on this. It was
Wow.
funny because when we're on the Zoom watching, she's like, I can't even see you all, but I know you're here. The
oh,
chat,
could you could see other people too?
you could see other people too, but it was
Worldwide,
like
huh?
complete. Oh yeah, worldwide.
Wow.
It was completely filled up. The chat was going crazy, and it was how to win on Instagram in 2026.
Good.
And the stuff that I took away from that, I was like kicking myself in the ass. I'm
Yeah.
like, why wasn't I doing that?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I doing that? What was I not doing? Why? Right? And it's all about, you know, your presence.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get that part, but you know, because I started out with a lot of photographers that have really advanced their careers. Okay.
Yeah.
And to see them advance their careers, you know, kudos to them and you know,
Yeah.
congrats. But to be honest, they're not doing much different than what we do. But what they
Right.
did do different is they put themselves
did
out
they
there.
do?
Right.
Yeah,
they
right.
marketed themselves.
Right.
Right. So
But you kind of have to, I guess, nowadays.
you have
I
to.
mean,
And I feel like I was doing it, but not enough. Right.
you
So
are good on. You're on social media, like way better than me.
to a point, a little, yes.
Right.
But I need to step it up. Like
Right.
I've been doing this for too long. I have a
Yeah.
wealth of knowledge. You know, I work for Getty Images in New York. The experience there is just it's twofold, right?
Yeah.
So
You're like
what
a-
was I doing wrong? Well,
Right.
now I know.
Right.
And one of the things, like, you know, she like I'll just hit on a couple.
Yeah, give me
things.
some points. I'm curious.
She's like, there's no plan B. It's just A.
Yes, all right.
Like
Plan A, okay.
there's no plan B. There's just A. Just go do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no
Best way.
put it off tomorrow.
No.
You know, I'll maybe
Never.
do this. All these things
Don't do
that
it.
she was saying. She's very successful. Here's another one.
What else?
Visibility over perfection.
Okay. Explain that to me. Because I'm like,
Like don't worry
I try
about
to be a perfectionist, and that's my problem. Like,
Here's what she's trying to say. Just show up. Just show up like we're doing today. Just show up. Hey, what's up? Mark and I are, you know, we're photography, videography. We have new stuff coming up that we're ready to share with you guys, but we're here showing up.
Yeah.
So don't worry about perfecting that Instagram story or that
No,
perfect reel,
that's
right?
me.
That's you.
I'm a victim
You're-
of that, and I'm
right.
glad you're telling me
Just put it out there. You know how we
well-
were doing silly reviews? Remember we did the pickle review, and that thing got over 1,500
I know,
reviews
right?
in
Yeah,
like less a few hours.
I know.
Because you were funny as hell.
this. Yeah.
The crunch is the whatever you were saying. You know, do you
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
that?
because I had that.
Remember?
Was good. I do. That
So,
was
like,
funny. and people love that. Yeah.
They
yeah.
love it. So we need to do that more. And if you're just starting out in this business, I'm telling you, it's like learn from people like us that have made those mistakes, and now you don't need to make them because we're going to put them out there.
Correct.
But just by showing up, and it's so true, right? Visibility over perfection.
Yeah.
And basically
be
what
part
that
of
means.
the scroll. Yeah.
Right. Don't worry about perfecting the reel on CapCut or doing
'Cause I will
whatever
tell
you might be doing.
It is overwhelming.
It's
and I don't,
very
maybe I
overwhelming.
sound like 1,000 years old saying that. Because, I grew up, I remember when Instagram came out. I remember the app used to look the whole nine. And obviously, yes, things evolved. But now what you can do on the app, and I'm like, I could do way better in posting and keeping up with that. But, the level of critiquing that you can do to your own stuff on Instagram, the drop-down
Second
menu is
guessing.
endless. And they got like this. They got like a foot massage. If you keep scrolling down, I'm like, well, how does that even end up in there? But it is, and it's there.
Right. Well,
But-
keep this in mind, right? She was calling it the content funnel, okay?
Oh, okay.
Random posting keeps you, invisible,
Relevant.
right? Oh, no, random, right, keeps you visible. So, like, keep that out there, right?
Like our pickle.
Right. Visibility over perfection.
Yeah.
Okay, remember that. So, and then she gets and she gauges it too, right? So if you have 0 to 10,000 followers,
Yeah.
you want to do, maybe work on this. But then when you get past that 10K, and don't get me started on the following thing because I know there's a lot of bullshit followers out there. And
I remember that. That
all
was like the first biggest thing.
you
the
can,
numbers.
you can go on somebody's page right away, look at their engagement, look at some of the people that are following them.
Yeah.
0 posts, nothing. They're not real.
Lots
they're
of
not
posts. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're not raw. So
Right.
that's another thing, right? So don't worry about the number of followers because if you're not making money off your followers, following means nothing,
Right.
right?
That's
so that's
true.
another thing too. Like some people were, I
Mine
gotta
are
get my
organic.
following up.
Breastfed. No.
Well, who are your followers making you money?
Yeah. No, it's true.
If they're not, then you're also doing something wrong.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we're not talking about us. Like we're not influencers.
No.
Right? We could be in a sense, but we're not out there showing our clothes and doing this or doing that. Where they might be getting paid by brands.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to show people
Our brand.
our brand.
Right.
You and I
Yeah.
as wedding industry professionals.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
So we have to get out there now and do it better. I should have been doing it years ago.
Well, and it's true, and that's why I always say, and I'm not, that's why I would say it's tough when you come across these photographers, and videographers, whoever. We dove into this in a previous podcast where I've worked with other photographers, and it's like no disrespect to them, but it's like I get more emotion from a saltine cracker than I do the actual, like almost like I'm like, do you even want to be here? Like maybe like something's going on, who knows? But like if you're not bringing that energy, then why? You know what I'm saying? Like how are you going to then survive? That's the business. Your social media, what if you can't put yourself out there? Like people, I don't know, what do you do? So
And here's a
you
perfect
gotta-
example of that. And we're going to dive into this real quick.
Right.
People seeing your name and knowing who you are and why you're worth paying for.
Right.
Remember what I just said that.
Worth.
People seeing your name and knowing this is worth paying for. Here's a perfect example. you and I did an event for DeMarco's. Their 50-year anniversary.
Yes.
Okay?
Great time.
We get there, and what's the first thing we do when we go to an event? We're goofy, we're fun, we're
Yeah.
bringing the energy. People
Right.
are like, who are these clowns?
I-
What are they doing? And here's these two cannoli girls.
Yeah.
Their mother owns a cannoli business.
Yes, the
right?
Boardwalk
Boardwalk cannoli,
Bites
is it?
or something, yeah.
something like that.
Something,
yeah. Forgive us because we probably screwed that
Well,
name up.
Jason will put the right.
Yeah, Jason, you get it right.
there.
But anyway, we show up, and we're BSing with them. Lo and behold, that we don't know.
You were there first.
I was there first, but
Yeah.
you showed up, and
Yeah.
of course, I know Gene for years, the owner of DeMarco's, but I'm also now engaging with these girls because I'm making content and
For
taking
them.
pictures for the store that
Right.
they are also now carrying their product in DeMarco's, right?
Right. Yeah.
And what we don't know is that Rihanna and her mother are walking in. Rihanna is a future bride of ours,
Incredible human.
and the most awesome family, and they're observing without even saying we're there. They can see our energy.
So yeah, but I got to sneak this in because it is just so funny to see this. So I finally got to see the people's perspective because we're usually together right away. I was coming from a Dunkin' event across the way.
That's right, yeah.
And I show up and I'm like, all right, like I knew I was going to be a few minutes late, and I was like, let me get my camera gear together. Manny was almost like the saint in the middle, and everybody was around him, or like a politician or somebody of such presence, and everybody was just like all listening to you. You were being funny, and I'm watching everybody just engage with you.
was,
You were the center of it all. And I'm like, holy hell, that's us, man. Like, that's how we do it.
That's
Like, I
who
got
we
to
are.
see the people's perspective but they were all engaging in questions, and I mean, she was getting married and the whole nine. I mean,
Right. So this girl, the one that was running the store for her, the cannolis for her mother, she's getting married,
Right.
in Vermont,
yep.
right? And afterwards, she's like, "I want to hire you for our wedding, but I already hired a photographer and I put down a $2,000 deposit." I'm
I
like,
know.
why would you put down a $2,000
I know,
deposit?
yeah.
That's the most insane thing ever.
Yep.
But anyway, that's for another story.
Yeah.
The thing is that on the phone when I spoke with Rihanna and her mom,
Yes.
I always do an over the phone interview, but always say, right, well, let's talk about your date, let's talk about your packages, what are you looking for?
What's going on?
And then when you're ready to book me, let's have an in-person meeting because there's nothing like an in-person meeting.
Right.
Because then you get to see who we really are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't have that in-person meeting except for in DeMarco's.
Right.
So she comes in with her deposit. She's ready to book that day. I didn't know. And she was like, we almost didn't book with you.
Right. That's
And
what
I was
I heard.
like, well, why? I thought
Right.
we had a great conversation. She goes, well, we did. But then I said something. It was like, I don't know, they were going to dress up her dad in a dress or something like that when
Yeah.
she turns around for
Right,
the first
right,
look.
right.
It might have been something like that. And I didn't say anything wrong. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's cool or whatever. She wanted a little bit more maybe expression or laughter. And I
Right.
just didn't give it because it's not something we haven't kind of seen
Oh, yeah,
before,
yeah, right,
We've
right,
seen all
right.
these things. So I was like, oh, yeah, great. We'll do whatever you want.
she
You can
was
have a
taken
first look
back.
with your dog if you want. I could
Yeah.
care less.
Right.
We're going to capture it.
Right.
But then she sees us with these two girls doing the cannolis. The girl saying, forget my photographer. I want you.
Right.
And I'm like, I would love to do your wedding, but I don't want you to lose a $2,000
Right. Yeah, that's right.
thing. And when we became friends.
Yeah.
And then that's
so cool.
exactly what Mom said. She goes, this right here?
Spoke
She goes,
for itself.
She goes, I'll pay the whole balance right now. I'm like, no, don't do that yet.
Yeah. Hold on.
You know?
Yeah, she wanted cannolis.
But imagine that. On the phone, it was like,
Different experience.
we still were going with you, but we're
Right.
not so sure.
We're like, ecstatic or
Right.
that brought the ecstatic.
Then she comes to this other event to hand, to give me the deposit and to see us because
Right.
Rihanna wanted her mom to meet me,
And then
and then she sees our energy
right,
together.
'cause I knew
and
you offered her the
She got to
the
meet
video
you that day.
She was like, "Oh, I
Right.
was gonna go for video." And
Right.
right, and she ended up booking me, man.
yes,
Such a cool.
that's
I can't wait for the
because
wedding,
we
man.
showed who we are. We were present
Right.
that day.
Yeah, and if you don't know, you
Now
gotta
you
come
know.
find out.
You know,
man.
now
You're
you
missing out. You're missing out. You don't know. 'Cause if you don't know,
If you haven't had us at your wedding, then I'm not saying that we're the best. We're not. We're just different. We are.
That's what it is,
We
yeah.
handle things differently at weddings. We really
right.
do.
I mean, it's like it's nothing's ever so
I don't think
black
anybody
and
should
white.
say they're the
right,
best,
they're the right,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Like what makes you the best? Like no, it's what makes you unique.
Unique and
different.
different. And why would you want to go with us against the other person?
We were
Right?
surround sound there for a second.
Oh, wow.
For all those listeners listening, right? They were like, "Whoa!"
That was surround sound.
That was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Dolby surround sound here. But
Right.
anyway, I thought that was a cool story because
right. No, it is. It's
I
crucial.
think they were still going to go with us, but there was that hesitation that maybe we were not the right fit
right.
for her daughter and her family.
Till they
but
saw it.
until she came into that DeMarco's,
Right.
and they stayed there for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, I almost
2 hours.
at one point I almost felt like I'm not getting enough
didn't get any content.
I was waiting for content because they were all surrounding you by the time I got there, and you were like, "Come to me, my children," like you know. So I was just like, oh, right, exactly. Hey, Cardinal Dolan's, you can
I know.
he's
Yeah, right.
coming now. You come up. Everything comes full circle.
So
but
I think the
Yeah.
point is that just be true to yourself. See, be authentic. And
yeah, you're right.
work will
Don't
come.
show off. Like not in a show your stuff off. Post on Instagram, like you're saying. Follow all the guidelines you mentioned. Like these are great points, or at least try to. And I think that's what's crucial. And that's how you get to be the Empire State Building in the sea of skyscrapers.
Right, and
you know what I mean?
there's so much on social media.
Yeah.
Like my algorithm is photography, motorcycles, concerts, anything that has to do with the entertainment world, celebrities.
Yeah.
That's all my feed. So I see all these photographers putting stuff out there. And not that they're wrong for doing it. I applaud them for doing it because they're putting themselves out there.
Right.
Some of it is bullshit. I will tell you that right now. I look at some of these things, I'm like, this person's been photographing for, you could tell 6 months and whatever. And there's always a starting point somewhere. But these people are coming in acting like, well, click on this for my free guide, how to use Lightroom presets.
Right.
Okay, that's been going on forever. Okay.
Right.
There's just so much stuff. There's so much information out there
Right.
that a lot of it needs to be funneled. But if we can do it on our level, the professionalism and level of education that we have with our experience,
Right. You
Forget
can't. It's unmatched because there's just so much. I don't know. We're like a buffet of knowledge here, and I'm not saying we're like but we
we
have
don't know
so
it
much.
all, but we do have
know
a lot.
damn well enough
We
to be
damn well
like
enough.
right, and we
Absolutely.
do it with a smile.
You
and
put me on a
energy.
stage, and I'll show you how to. I'll show you how to.
I've
shoot
seen
a
you
wedding.
dance at weddings and stuff.
I'm saying like education.
Oh well,
Like,
yeah. That's
could I be on stage shooting weddings? I mean, teaching about wedding instruction? Absolutely.
Yeah, it could be cool.
No
too.
problem.
Maybe down the line. Stay
Maybe
tuned.
down the line.
Is this
I
an
never
Easter egg?
got.
Did we
I
just
never
drop
crossed that.
the
Stuff.
future? Right.
You remember, it's like the dark side, not the dark side, but it's like
There's a lightsaber over there.
There's a lightsaber,
There's a
but I
pew.
never crossed into the educational part. Maybe I should.
Hey, you could.
What do you guys think? You want to see that more from us? Well, that's what we can do. Let us know in
TBD.
the comments. But what I do want to talk about real quick
Yes.
before we
Wrap this. segment
wrap
up.
this up. When we go to a wedding venue,
Yes.
one of the things we have to provide a COI, right? Of
course.
Certificate of insurance.
Yes.
With all the liabilities and all the numbers and all that stuff, and list the venue, right?
Right.
The venue, I'm sure itself has its own
Insurance.
insurance, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like you have your car insurance, you have your health insurance. What else you got? Got life insurance?
Everything insurance.
Everything insurance, right? It's
right,
like,
right.
so
My whole
now,
wallet. Well,
I don't know if you follow the knot at all, but they're talking about wedding insurance. Now, I have heard about wedding insurance policies. I never looked into them, right? I'm talking about from a couple's perspective. Okay.
So the couple
Right. So
having
they-
their own wedding insurance.
Right. So now they're saying, well, maybe with some of this, I think it's probably because in 2025 there were some horror stories about wedding photographers folding up and, brides being left with nothing,
Dust, yeah.
which I think that could happen. So one of the things is, like, vendors need it, venues require it, and now couples are being told to purchase it. Well, what is wedding insurance? This is right from the knot. It basically protects your financial investment from unforeseen circumstances, covers deposits, vendors, attires, gifts, and more. I don't know how it would cover us when we have our own in our contract, right?
Yeah.
Like we have our own contract. We'd have
Right.
to probably dive into that a little bit more.
That's
and
an
see.
interesting topic. Yeah, I mean, I think that to me it sounds like when you're booking a flight and they go, "Do you want to insure your flight?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I kind of just hope that like if there's an act of God or something
Yeah, we
or
don't
whatever
die.
that like I'll get my money back or whatever. Like, well, I understand if the difference might be you're going to get your money back versus like American Airlines credit, like store credit, whatever. But like, really, I just feel like they always try to squeeze in the stuff that nobody loves. Like nobody loves insurance. Like, I get it. I mean, I feel like on paper it serves like a good
It's
purpose.
like the
but-
extended warranty when you go get that car.
and they'll get
Or
like
do
a
you want the
billion
protection
calls.
for
Like
your
everything
paint?
about it is just like irritating, right?
Well,
I
here's
think
what it says it covers: vendors, no-shows, unfilled contracts, or cancellations. But again, a lot of that is already in our contract already, right? So when the
Yeah.
bride and groom
I feel like I hope not to all of those. Like hopefully you're, if you book us,
Weather,
you won't get that. You'll
extreme
get us.
conditions such as hurricanes, which brings me to that Colts Neck wedding that we had that one
Right.
time where
Yeah.
the place turned into a
Yeah,
disaster.
remember that?
But we
That was
still
like
did
the
it.
Great Gatsby if it was like category 5 at the same time.
And I've done wedding. Here's
Great
another
Gatsby
one.
party.
Another thing for weather: snowstorms. I've done tons of weddings and snowstorms. I've driven to the
Remember I
venue.
drove up to that one a couple years
Almost
ago?
like almost a foot of snow. It was
Yep.
crazy.
I'm riding behind
Illness,
that truck.
injury, and incidents, wedding gifts and attire, theft, damage, or replacement. Okay, so now you got to worry about your own family, your cousin Bobby coming here and taking your stuff off the table. Like, what are we talking
All
about?
right, let me be real here because I feel like the audience might kind of get this a little bit better. Do you feel like this is just that like greedy, slimy, like blob trying to infiltrate the wedding world?
1000%.
That's what you
Because
feel. That's the first
Yes,
thing I get
the
because
wedding
nobody ever
industry
likes.
is so saturated with just about making money.
Yeah.
They'll tell you need X, Y, Z,
Right.
which you don't. Right?
Yeah.
Hold that thought. We're going to get into that. What you just said, the wedding industry itself,
Right.
from what I understand, is a multi-billion-dollar
Right.
industry, right? So, but there is a very good topic on this. We're going to talk about it.
I'm excited.
The
dude.
next
I'm
one.
ready.
Yeah.
I'm geared up.
Right.
We try to keep things simple and easy. And
Yeah, I know. And then we
gosh,
just
and it's such
man,
an
we just-
encroaching world of like.
And
it
anyway,
just-
real quick, it just says costs anywhere between $550 and $600
oh.
for a wedding. You know, the insurance company must be licensed in your state. I haven't looked into it yet. Something I'll call
I think that's our next episode.
USAA. Do you have wedding insurance?
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Very interesting topic. I think we need to dive into
We'll
it a little
dive
bit
into
more
it more.
once they. That because it's new, right?
Yeah,
Pretty new. Or
I mean,
at
I
least
don't know.
New
if
to
it's,
you?
It's new that I'm actually seeing it out there.
I've
more.
never heard of
I
that.
have heard of it.
And I'm annoyed that I'm hearing about
I'm
it.
not.
But it's got to be talked about.
Haven't seen it advertised.
Right.
And now I'm seeing it.
Yep.
Stay
that
tuned.
thing nobody loves to talk about, and here it is.
Talk about it again another
Till
time.
next time, folks. Right.
All right. Well, thank you for listening once again. We appreciate that. Please check out our YouTube page, our Spotify, and our Instagram. All the links will be in our bio.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys watching. Anything that you want us to talk about, please leave in our comments. Once again, Mark and I are really happy to be here, and thank you for listening.